to the newsroom read by Sarah here, and with me,
Mercy Choma O.
Today is Saturday, 7th Shaban 1445 after Hijrah, equivalent to 17th February 2024. In the words of Shihab Kazi, the problem with this generation is that they believe in social media more than people. The headlines. Community Association for Grassroots Transformation accuses President Tinubu of sectional appointment. Association of Model Islamic Schools builds students for excellence in SSCE examinations. Minister of Works David Umahi has summoned prominent cement manufacturers to a meeting over the rising cost of cement. And on international scene, Ukraine troops withdraw from frontline city of Avdiivka of Russia. And now the news in detail. Community Association for Grassroots Transformation, CAGRAT, has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of ethnic bias in the selection of appointees into crucial economic sectors. These form part of resolution reached at the leadership inaugural lecture and award night held at Idris Lebo Kutigi. Correspondent Ramat Hassan Limuna reports.
Three desire a governance of democratic representation that is enshrined and premised on the ideal of respect and consideration to other sections of the country outside the Yoruba Kingdom. He therefore called on the president to be fair in his appointment by appointing people from the North Central into some strategic agencies of the federal government. Chairman Kagrat Board of Trustees, Mohammed Indarani Mohammed, said the association is a united mechanism on how development can be driven down to communities. He said the former President Muhammadu Buhari have made frantic effort to make Baro Inland Water Port one of the business hubs in northern Nigeria, but it's not possible because of politics. In their inaugural lecture on revenue generation and civil service repositioning, Alhaji Haruna Yahya and Ahmad Shakur said the government need money to fund its revenue and efficient civil service to implement the budget to ensure effective service delivery. I am Rahmat Hassan reporting.
Niger State government says it has sealed some warehouse belonging to some individual holding food items in the state to reduce the hardships faced by people. The state governor Muhammad Umar Bago made this known during the inauguration, lecture and national press conference of Community Association for Grassroots Transformation, CAGRAT. The governor, who lamented that the holding and exportation of farm produce in the state is one among the reasons why Nigerites are facing untold hardship.
Chairman of the Nigeria Union of Journalists (NUJ), Comrade Abu Modu, has described as erroneous the notion that NUJ members, particularly the information officers under the State Ministry of Information and Strategy, are not professionally qualified to practice public relations. He stated this during an interface with the officials of the Nigeria Institute of Public Relations (NIPR), who paid a courtesy visit at the IBB penthouse in Mina. He said public relations practice is an aspect of journalism rooted in unbundled mass communication, stressing that the practice of journalism plays a dual role as an industrial and professional body. He noted that while NIPR members create images for a brand, the vehicle to make the image out to the public is journalism, and with basic ethical codes for enhanced professionalism.
Association of Model Islamic Schools, AMIS, has conducted a mock examination for SS3 students of AMIS registered schools to prepare them ahead of the upcoming SSCE examinations. Correspondent Zainab Adamobachinko reports that the mock examination, which commenced on February 5th, was concluded today, 17th February 2024. Her report.
The Niger State Coordinator National AMIS Mock Examination, Malam Zakaria Ibn Salih, explains that the examination conducted across all participating AMIS states aims to prepare students for their WAEC, NEC and NAPTEP exams by familiarizing them with potential questions.
This is the first time, this is what we call it running test. Alhamdulillah, this is going to continue because we have many states that this participation is nationwide. We have Oyo, we have Lagos, Kaduna, Kano, and other states.
State Vice Chairman of the Association, Malam Abdullahi Gimba, emphasized the significance of the exams for students' performance in the upcoming SSC examinations. He noted that students who took part in the examination hold an advantage over those who did not participate.
So I called on all army schools who are having up to SS3 that are yet to key in. This is going to be a continuous process, and they should key in into the examination, and because it will give the children their advantage, and the parent also should support the school by paying the registration fee every year to ensure that their school key in.
Some students, Muhammad Bukhari Isa and Fatima Shehu Marafa, who took the exams, expressed optimism about how the examination will positively contribute to their preparation for the upcoming SSCE.
Even though you are not taught some things, you will receive the thing and then meet your teachers to teach you the things you are not taught so that you should be able to cover up with the upcoming exam.
The exams we've written so far have helped us so much in our studies, and we have seen things that we didn't think we would see, and now it's making us go back to reread all those things we thought might not come out.
The first mock examination, organized by Association of Model Islamic Schools, included all the subjects offered in senior secondary schools. Zainab Adamobachunku reporting.
Former military head of state General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida has advised President Tinubu to take immediate action to combat hunger and hardship in Nigeria. General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida gave the advice in an interview with journalists at his off-hill residence in Mina. The former military head of state asserted the possibility of a military takeover if the hardship continues. General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, who totally condemned the idea of military taking over the affairs of the country, urged President Tinubu to act fast and be proactive before the hardship turned into a pandemic.
The presidency has said President Bola Tinubu is in touch with the pulse of the nation and knows how much Nigerians are going through. The special assistant to the president on social media, Dada Olusegun, made this known in a statement. Olusegun said Tinubu knows about the economic hardships Nigerians are facing following the various reforms introduced by his administration to restructure the economy.
Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has directed its members and affiliate unions to begin mobilization for a two-day nationwide protest expected to take place on February 27th and 28th. The 2 days nationwide protest, according to the communique signed by the NLC President, Comrade Joe Ajaero, and the Acting General Secretary, Comrade Ismail Bello, will be taking place at the expiration of the 14-day ultimatum it had earlier issued. President of the NLC, Ajaero, who addressed newsmen at the end of the union's National Executive Council meeting in Abuja, asked his members to be on the standby for an indefinite strike, which would commence 7 days after the nationwide protest if government still fails to meet its demands.
Nigeria and United Kingdom have flagged off a collaborative venture aimed at updating the professional skills of the country's health workforce. Speaking during the formal launch of the Health Workforce Training Program in Abuja, Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, said the program was part of the effort to reposition the country's healthcare system. He also said that the initiative will help to fast-track the attainment of universal health coverage.
Federal government has secured $30 billion foreign direct investment commitment to accelerate the nation's economic growth. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Aniti, revealed this at a press briefing in Abuja. She said the bilateral engagements have been fruitful and have led to significant investment announcements and partnership opportunities for Nigerian trade.
Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have advised the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu to graciously throw in the towel if it cannot mobilize the 3 tiers of government for sustainable solutions to the problems plaguing the nation. The governors under the aegis of the PDP Governors Forum (PDP-GF) specifically noted that the hardship and suffering being faced by Nigerians have no tribal, religious or party coloration, stressing that a hungry man is an angry man. The PDP-GF gave the advice in a statement at the weekend by its Director General, CID Madabum, in Abuja.
Former Minister of Finance Olusegun Aganga has endorsed the bill seeking to introduce a parliamentary system of government to the country. Sponsored by 60 lawmakers, the bill passed the first reading at the House of Representatives on Wednesday. In a post on X, Aganga described the bill as a very important development and asked Nigerians to join the debate on the bill for it to pass through.
You are listening to Prestige News Broadcast on 91.7 FM Mina. In the first segment of the news, you've heard that Community Association for Grassroots Transformation accuses President Tinubu of sectional appointment. Association of Model Islamic Schools builds students for excellence in SSCE examinations. And still to come, Minister of Works David Umahi has summoned prominent cement manufacturers to a meeting over the rising cost of cement. And on the international scene, Ukraine troops withdraw from frontline city of Advidivka of Russia. Remember that you can follow us and comment on our social media handles: X at Prestigefm91.7mx, our Facebook at Prestigefm91.7mx, our Instagram at Prestigefm91.7mx. You can also listen to us on anywhere on radio app, prestigefmradio.org.ng. The news continues shortly. Stay with us.
Minister of Works David Umahi has summoned prominent cement manufacturers to a meeting over the rising cost of cement. He expressed worry that despite huge patronage by road and housing contractors to cement manufacturers, the cost of the product was rising at an astronomical rate. A statement signed by the minister's special advisor, Oji Uchenna Oji, in Abuja, said the meeting will take place on Monday, February 19, 2024 at the Ministry's Conference Hall, Mabushi, Abuja.
The Aaron Seriki Fulani of Kwara's South Senatorial District, Alhaji Adamu Mahmood, has called for collaboration in tackling insecurity in the country. The Aaron made the call while speaking with journalists in Ilorin over the recent kidnapping in the state and killing of a monarch. The Fulani leader, who frowned at tagging Fulani to kidnapping, advised the people to allow security agencies to do their work by investigating perpetrators of the criminal act.
Nigerian Customs Service, Nigerian Immigration Service, Department of State Services, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have begun a clampdown on smugglers and hoarders of food items nationwide. This is coming after the organized labor declared a two-day protest against the current economic hardship in the country. Sources in the presidency and the NCS told newsmen that the task force established by President Bola Tinubu to tackle food hoarding had heightened alert levels at Nigeria's land borders across Borno, Niger, Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Jigawa states, describing them as dark spots.
The apex body of farmers in the country, All Farmers Association of Nigeria, have alerted farmers that it is not demanding 2,000 naira payment for farm inputs as claimed by some fraudsters. This was made known in a statement signed by the Assistant Public Relations Officer, Afan Alhaji Salisu Mukhtar, and made available to journalists. Afan said the fraudsters hid under its name to ask farmers to register in order to obtain input supply under the National Agricultural Growth Scheme and Agro Pocket NAGS AP of Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security.
National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu says the country is now producing 1.8 million barrels of crude oil per day, up from about 900,000 barrels. Ribadu said this when he appeared before the Senate alongside the service chiefs and other security heads to discuss the country's security challenges. The NSA said the increase in the production of crude oil was as a result of kinetic and non-kinetic operations.
The largest grain market in West Africa, Dawanau International Grains Market in Kano State, has disassociated itself from allegation of hoarding and causing artificial scarcity to skyrocket prices. President of Dawanau Market Development Association, Alhaji Mutaka Issa, who said they were wrongly accused for hoarding, however, called on members of the public to disregard the allegations. Issa maintained that the grains dealers only purchase the foodstuffs from growers in various parts of the country, store them in the market warehouses before selling them to their customers.
Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has reopened the popular Abuja supermarket Sahad stores after its temporary closure. The Commission had on February 16 sealed the stores for lack of transparency in the way it was fixing prices for products. In a statement issued by the Commission's acting executive vice chairman, Adamu Abdullahi, a copy which was obtained by journalist Abdullahi, noted that the stores had been reopened for operation.
Now on business news, the Nigerian currency again suffered a fresh slight depreciation at both the official and parallel foreign exchange markets. Marvelous Praise has more on business updates.
The national currency depreciated as the exchange rate between the naira and the dollar stand at 1,700 naira per dollar. The fresh rate also created 133 gap between the official and parallel market, signaling fresh concern about tripling. This development is despite increased dollar supply worth a total transaction volume of $83 billion. Meanwhile, Nigeria Exchange Limited ends the week positively as the all-share index appreciated by 87% to close at 2 billion naira. The market capitalization stands at 60 billion naira to close at 70 trillion naira. However, there was a decline in equity when compared from the previous weeks. That's all from Business Updates. I am Marvelous Praise.
On international scene, Ukraine troops withdraw from frontline city of Adivka of Russia amidst ongoing war between the two countries. Yatzira Bitrus has more on international scene.
The Ukraine's Chief of Army Staff, Oleksiy Syrskyi, announced this at a news briefing after months of heavy fighting and little progress in repelling Russian forces in the eastern part of the country. He said the decision was taken to preserve soldiers' lives and prevent their recyclement. According to him, several Ukrainian soldiers have been captured by Russian forces. Meanwhile, Japan has successfully launched H-3 rockets after back-to-back failures. The country's space agency announced this in a statement. This comes after 2 failed attempts cast a pull over Tokyo's space ambition. That's the end of Foreign Scene. I am Helezera Bitrus.
Many thanks for that wonderful report. And now on weather prospects, sunny and hazy conditions are anticipated over the northern regions and other parts of the country tomorrow. For what tomorrow weather will look like, let's join Nawal Abdullahi.
Gombe, Katsina, Kano, Dutse, Borno and Yobe states will experience light dust and hazy conditions, while the north central states, Niger, Kogi, Benue, Kwara, Plateau and Nasarawa will experience sunny skies with patches of cloud. The southern states will experience isolated thunderstorms over parts of Cross River, Edo, Delta and Akwa Ibom states. There will be chances of isolated thunderstorms over Lagos, Ogun and Osun states. Away from the states, Bida, Kacha and Mokwa is anticipated to be partially cloudy with the temperature ranging 38 to 39 degrees Celsius, while Kontagora, Ushishi and Rijau will be mostly sunny at 37 degrees Celsius. Suleja, Tafa and Rafi will be mostly cloudy with temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. That ends the weather reports. I am Nawal Abdullahi.
And on that weather report, we've come to the end of the newsreel package. But before we go, a quick look at the top stories. Community Association for Grassroots Transformation accuses President Tinubu of sectional appointment. Association of Model Islamic Schools build students for excellence in SSCE examinations. Minister of Works David Umahi has summoned prominent cement manufacturers over rising cost of cement. On international scene, Ukraine troops withdraw from frontline city of Avdiivka of Russia. That's the end of the news. A popular African proverb says, the future belongs to the risk takers, not the comfort seekers. On behalf of the news editor, Onifade Abayomi, the newsroom crew, the duty continuity announcer, Stephen Chia, I am Sarah Jia, and with me has been
Mercy Choma Owo saying thank you for listening and good evening.